Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. How are we? Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. I was here and I was ready and just making some notes, and I could see all the chat, and everybody's like, oh, I'm back. I'm glad to be here. So I've seen some names. Oh my goodness. I've seen so many names already. Yeah, Liz is buried under the cat, so she can't get her crochet. Sorry, Liz. It's just funny. And then, of course, there's Denise. Hi, Denise. How are you? We met her in London, so it's nice that she's here as well. I see there's Candy's here as well. Hi, Candy. And, of course, Liz was in London as well. Oh, my goodness. It's so nice. It's always lovely to meet some of you. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Rafaela. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Deborah. Oh, my goodness. And then, of course, there is the Deborahs. We have to start a separate club for the Deborahs. So many Deborahs. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Yeah, so it's really nice to see all of you here. And of course, we have our moderators today. We have Teresa, we have Teresa. I keep doing it. We have Teresa, we have Karen, and we have Julie. We also have Angel and Dirk. Now, I have a little announcement to make. Chris is not here today because she is at a birthday dinner for her husband, so that's fine. She'll be here next week. But our lovely moderator Zoe is going to go a different path. She still loves crochet, but she is going to change her future, and she's going to start studying to become a nurse. So she needs a little bit more time for studying. So she is retiring as a moderator here on the live, but also in the Facebook group. And I will put a little post up tomorrow or something in the Facebook group. So yes, we wish her all the luck in the world, and I hope she can make a difference with her nursing skills, looking after people, and who knows what what it all might bring. But she is still, she's saying, if you need me for a CAL testing or something like that, she's still more than happy to try and fit it in if she can. But obviously, we're going to let her concentrate on her studies because I think, yes, it's very brave to go back to school. We wish her all the best, and of course, yeah, who knows what the future might bring now. So good luck, Zoe, and keep in touch, keep us posted on some of the things that you are doing, because we are still interested. And also, if you do make a crochet project, don't hesitate to post it in the Facebook group, okay? We want to hear from you. So having said that, yes, I mean, yeah, Becky, oh wow, retired nurse here of 35 years. Yeah, so Zoe, when I think she said something like, when she was sort of young, 18, 19 years old, and you have to choose to study something, she didn't really know what she wanted almost. And now that her life has sort of progressed, and she's got sort of this idea of what, things have happened, of course, everybody's got experiences, and she thought maybe nursing could be a good thing for me, I'd be something that she could be interested in. So that's what she's going to do. So hopefully she'll have, soon she'll be looking after all of us. Oh my goodness. So there we go. So yes, Jan, exactly. She will need something to relax her. But of course, that's what she said. She's not going to stop crocheting, but, obviously not at the pace that we have been doing it. And certainly not sort of, keeping up with everything that I'm posting at the moment, because, of course, her studies need to come first. Right. Okay. Yes, I can see someone saying, I got 2 packs of wool from you from South Africa, not, but visiting my children in the UK. You are right, Hester. So you are from South Africa, but you're visiting your children. So will you be able to take them back with you? Have you got enough space? I know, Candy. I know. And guess what? It's nearly 149,000, not far away. So I am so happy that, oh my goodness, all of a sudden there's been a surge in people joining, subscribing, going into the Facebook group. It is such a lovely thing to be happening. It's really rewarding for me to be, how should I say it, to be excited to be creating, because I know there's so many of you, and so many of you are actually, appreciating what I do, loving what I do, and hopefully, I can present you with the kind of projects that you will love. Just like, yes, just like the new CAL that I have been working on. And oh my goodness, darlings, it's going to be amazing. But not only that, there are so many other things to do with this CAL. For instance, we have a big surprise for launch day. Okay, so I'll tell you all about it in a moment. I had a list here, and then I turned the page and, it's gone. So now turning the page again. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you. Oh, there's so many people still saying good luck, Zoe. So I hope I'm sure that she'll catch up on this later on. So she'll see that. Oh my goodness. Sally, no, I have not made a temperature blanket for several reasons. And I think I have told people before. The reason why I'm not making a temperature blanket, why I'm not suggesting or promoting for people to make one, is the following. Okay, there are so many problems with a temperature blanket. For example, there are 365 days. We make our CALs with rows, with 150 rows. So if you do a row a day, that means your blanket is twice the length of a CAL blanket. Yeah. So then you will have to reduce the height of your stitch. Then it might get shorter, but it's still going to be long. I would not have the patience to find out the date, the temperature, and the lighter or the darker, or however they're doing it, every day. I know there are lists that you can get from past years, but then that's a past year, that's not the current year. And I do, finding out that daily thing of having to find out the date and writing it down, and oh, no way. I would not be able. Well, let's put it this way, okay? I wanted to make this year quite memorable because, in the beginning of the year, I had a big birthday, right? And I bought myself a 5-year diary, thinking if I write something in a diary every day for the next 5 years, then I've got a little reminder of my first 5 years as a something, okay? And it was only like one line, one line a day. Nope, didn't happen. I've given up already. I think I did about 3 weeks. So finding out the temperature every day, nope, not for me. I am not that kind of girl. I am not a person who can journal. I can, however, crochet every day. But no, let's not go there. So that's why we're not doing temperature blankets, because I'm very bad at doing something every day and then keeping up with it and making sure that you've done it, and that a whole year long. No, thank you. No, thank you. Yes, so you're really getting to know me here, right? Oh, yes, Deborah. Oh, wow. Deborah's been making market bags and to doing blankets. Yes, so, oh my goodness. Charlotte, you're in front of it. Come on, move. Oh, she's stuck on the sofa. Honestly. Right, there's the market bag. Let me put her there. And look, here's the produce bag as well that we made, and the tissue bag. So I've put them there. Do you know, I went shopping and I needed them, and I thought, well, they're still there, so I've got to take them off the wall soon and start using them again. So here we have my, my market bag, which, yes, can take lots and lots of items. I know it doesn't have to be the current year, but even then, I just know it's the, yes, as long as I'm crocheting, ditch the diary. Do you know what, Teresa? I think that's the best way. Let's just crochet each day and not worry about sitting and journaling. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's not for me. But of course, everybody is different, and if that's something that you do that you want to do, then of course that's fine, but not me. Thank you, Rafaela. Thank you. Oh yes, Shara, a lovely autumn blanket with the colors. Yeah. Hey, I didn't say anything. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh, great, Penny. You used the market bag, and it did take a lot of shopping. It does. It just expands so big. And yeah. Yes, Raylene, that's right. The simplest crochet sweaters are just squares and put them together. And it's easy to wear the way I wear it. I've got a skirt, a top, and then that one over it. Perfect. Yeah, it makes it really, it's a nice thing to wear. And I like 3/4 sleeves because, when I'm working on the computer, they don't sort of get in the way. Where is Layla? No, she's not here. She might make an appearance later. She's got food and drink under the desk, so I'm sure she will be she will be coming over soon. Right, so let me first tell you about the projects that we'll be doing next week. Okay, so we are really close to the launch day of the new CAL, and that will be on Friday. So on Friday, we will have the information video, and I will tell you, sort of in the more serious way, without forgetting any details, which what I usually do on a day like this, about our new CAL. But of course, I will also tell you something really special, which I will tell you in a moment as well. But on Wednesday, we're going to do a small project. I was thinking about this for a while, and I thought I really wanted to make a new one of these. Do you remember this one? So we made this with 12 little granny squares. Oh my goodness, and that was a while ago that we made this. And then I also made the inside. So this one was made from nothing, basically. So I just had pieces of cloth. So I had a lining, then I had the crochet, and then I put the zipper in, and there's a video for that. But oh yes, there's something else I need to say as well. We got this notification from YouTube to say that actually any links that are posted in the chat will no longer be clickable. Which, I mean, it was handy for us to make them clickable, but what we will do is maybe Didde can make a list or something like that, and then post them in the comments afterwards. So go and have a look in the comments to see which ones I was referring to, although I do think we've banned the links from the comments. So yeah. Maybe we can put the titles of the yes, at the end of this month, that's going to happen. So maybe we can put the titles of the actual videos in the comments, and then they can go and look them up. People can go and look them up. So this one was a pencil case that I made from nothing, and then about a year ago or something, I put that stabilizer in, so now it's nice and straight, and it opens up as well, so that's it stays open, so that's a lot easier to use. But of course, some of you don't have a sewing machine, some of you might not be able to put a zip in, things like that. So yeah, you can, yes, make a bag. You can use this for all kinds of things, for if you need to take medication on holiday, if you needed all kinds of little things, zip it up in your bag. It keeps things together. So it's a really lovely thing to have. But like I said, no, not yet, Solveig, not yet. Like I said, some people do not have a sewing machine to do this. So I now found a way of doing this without a sewing machine. Do you remember in January we made this bag, and on the inside, get up. On the inside, look, I put this little bag here. And this was a ready-made pencil case that I bought. So I bought these last year, and I had them lying around, and I thought I might as well use them. So these are the pencil cases, and I thought, how can I pimp this up, right? So I have. Look at this. So I have put a crocheted cover around it, and I have put that stabilizer in it as well. I've got loads of junk in there now. I've put that stabilizer in there as well, so it stands up lovely, and it's easy to use, and it opens up, and it's easy to close as well. And of course, yeah, I've got a tassel. So yeah, I thought, and it's only 4 squares. It's 4 squares, and you put them together straight away. So you make the little sleeve, and then off you go. And best thing about it, no sewing machine required, but you do need these. It's one thing or another, right? You always have to have something. But these are available on Amazon. I've got them. I've got a link in my description box. I think I put it there quite a while ago. But yes. Or if you have a pencil case, if you have a simple pencil case, if you have something, that you might be wanting to make prettier, then this is a way to do it. So watch out for that video on Wednesday, and of course, yes, I also show you how to do the tassel, of course. But yeah, I really I mean, I have to say, I've loved using this. This has been in use since I have made it. It's King Cole Cotton Soft, and yeah, you can see it's been used, but it's not looking too bad. Maybe there's a corner coming through, but it's not looking too bad. I mean, I will still use it, but for other things. But now I've made this. Oh my goodness, this is King Cole Cotton Soft. I went for the pastel colors. Oh, I love it. I really, really love it. No, Laura, I did not glue the bag. I just, with the hand, by hand, I sewed it in really, really carefully. Look, there's my little stitches. Well, little, very uneven stitches as well. Oh my goodness. I didn't look at it like that, but you can't tell from the outside, so that's good, right? Yeah, great Christmas presents. This, I mean, I really want to make more. I made this, and since I finished this, I was like, I want to make another one. Let's find another. No, Anya, don't, because you've got this to do. Every time I had to tell myself, no, don't, because you've got one. That's enough. You don't need another one. I've got other other things to do. Yeah, so you've got your pencil cases from Walmart. Dollar Tree has them too. Yeah, so the simplest pencil cases, I think, that possibly Hobbycraft might have them as well, because really I bought these last year for stamping on, because I do that Indian block printing stamping, and for a little present sometimes I think, if you have this, you stamp on it a couple of flowers, a couple of leaves, and you've got a nice present to give. But of course, you have to buy them. Look. It's, it comes in a pack of 12 or something like that, so you have to buy them in a pack of 12. So I've been trying to use them up in that bag, which it was handy as as an inside pocket. So that's really handy. And I've used that bag in Egypt, and it was really handy to have that inside pocket. But then I thought I wanted to make a new one for this. And I thought, or make a second one. And then I thought I would do it around this. So to save me getting out my my sewing machine, save some time, because it was really quick to do this. And to be honest, this took an evening to make. So 4 squares. So in the end, make sure they're nice and ready. And then the next thing you're doing is, and it's finished. So, so I made 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds. And then the 5th round you use to crochet them together. So of course, everything is explained to you in the video on Wednesday. And if you want to prepare for that video, then make squares, 4 squares of 4 rounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then do the 5th round when I give you all the instructions. Okay, so there we go. Yes. Oh my goodness, you've bought Kallax boxes. Yes, great, Carol. You can put your crochet cover around them and make them lovely. Ja. Ja, bol.com misschien niet ook. Ja. Ik weet het eigenlijk niet hoor, dat ze dat daar hebben. Hebben ze dat daar bij bol.com? Geen idee. Maar moet te verkrijgen zijn. Ik ben er zeker van. Ja, Hobby Lobby, ja. So yes, I mean, like I said, a good present, nice. Even if you make this with, for a new. I mean, this would have been the perfect present for Zoe students starting their student time, as a nice pencil case. Start of the new school year, perfect present. And then give them some screen. Oh my goodness, I was hit in the eye by my own tassel. Give them some street cred with having crochet with them. Can't be bad. Can't be bad. Oh. Oh my goodness, that's dangerous. Tassel abuse, they are fighting back. Yes, the uprising of the tassel, Julie. So yeah, so that's what we're doing on Wednesday. Okay, and then on Friday we are going to have the launch video for the new CAL. And the new CAL is going to be quite exciting, because we are going to do a stunt with the launch day. So I am really, I'm really excited about that. So you know that over the past few years, we have done a number of CALs. And I have, yes, Rebecca, a long strap to make a shoulder bag. Fabulous. A great idea. We have, over the past couple of years, we've made the Lizzie blanket. And last year we made the jam jar. And these are blankets that we made as CALs. And they are made in a particular way, right? So when I designed, it's all started with the Lizzie. when I designed that CAL, I wanted to find a way, of course, to make creating a blanket not boring. So I wanted to, first of all, give you a story, give you a wonderful theme, and then I wanted to give you stitches that were familiar, but still created interest. And I wanted to make sure that you didn't get bored with making 150 rows, because that's what it is. So doing the same stitch for so many rows is just quite soul, destructive almost. You sort of sit there going, trudge along. But what I came up with, oh, thank you, Jan, thank you. What I came up with is that you do 5 rows, different types of rows, like interesting rows where you do a particular combination, but you also do some double crochet rows, just double crochets, or some just one stitch, and that's fine. But you alternate those 5 rows in the week. So I give you a number of rows to do. So row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, and row 5. Each have their own stitch, and you repeat these throughout the week. Okay, so if there is a particular stitch, let's say row 3, that you don't like, you'll only have to do it 6 times and it's done. So, and I particularly enjoy the fact that you're doing the 5 rows. You always know which row is next because you've done the previous row. You go and check back, or you make your sampler, because that is also something that I'm going to suggest you do. In the video, I make a small version of the blanket. So if you make that along with me with some stash yarn, because although I had leftovers, I don't want you to run out because you've used them for the sampler. Okay. And you can then check to see where you are, which row you're supposed to be doing. So it's really hard to lose your place. There'll be color tables, so we'll be changing color every row, just like we did with these 2 blankets. And oh my goodness, darlings, the theme is glorious. So I don't know whether you've seen, but it is the CAL is called, shall I say it? The Case of the Mysteriously Disappearing Blanket at Greenway. Now, I know that some of you are going, what on earth is that? Now, I don't know whether you know, but I live in the UK, obviously, and I live in Devon. And Greenway is the summer house of a very famous author. Anybody have any idea? I think it might already, I don't know whether it would be obvious already that somebody has seen it already, but yes, Agatha Christie, exactly. So yes, it's a secret bundle of colors of yarn. Indeed. So it's a mysterious blanket. It's the case of the mysterious blanket that keeps on disappearing. I have come up with such a lovely color palette, which, sort of, autumnal colors, yes. Mysterious colors, yes, of course. And I hope that you will be intrigued to find out about the theme as well. So yes, we are going to be all immersed in the world of Agatha Christie, of murder mysteries, of books, of reading, of, yes, I mean, as a child, or when I was younger, I was always reading. My hobby was reading. I went to the library. That was the way it went, didn't it? You went to the library. We got 5 books. That was the maximum. A week or so later, I would go back, exchange the books. I was reading, the thicker the better, basically. The more pages, the happier I was. Now, you have to realize, I grew up in Belgium, so I spoke Dutch. Well, I still speak Dutch, but back then, during my youth, I was speaking Dutch, and I loved reading English books. So I found actually that in my local library, they had one section. This is many years ago. I'm not going to tell you how many years, but they had one section, this wide, sort of like a billy wide, a shelf, with shelves, and that was all their English books. And Agatha Christie was like 2 shelves of that. So after a while, I'd read all their books. I'd read all the English books that I wanted to read from that shelf, which was almost all of them. And I had read every Agatha Christie. By the age of 16, I think I had read every Agatha Christie novel there was in my local library in English. And then I was like, what do I read now? Because, of course, that was it, If you read a lot, you are a writer in disguise. That's funny, Doug. So yes, we were going to the library all the time. Anya, my best friend Anya, we were always going together on a Wednesday afternoon or a Saturday afternoon with our bikes into town, go to the library. And yes, once I realized that, no, I've read everything on here. What do I read now? Of course, yeah, that's then I had to go and read, Dutch books again. But yes, so I had read all the Agatha Christie novels. And then, of course, every time there was an adaptation, a film, or, I'll watch it. I've watched it. I've seen it. There have been recently as well. There have been quite a few documentaries on Agatha Christie herself. So I've been watching those as well. But oh my goodness, I love the characters. I love the Poirot, the Miss Marple. Oh my goodness, the different people who have played them. It's such a lovely thing to be into. And yeah, the story is always very intricate, and the way they, the plot twists and turns, and all of that has given me so many inspirational ideas for a blanket. Not just the colors, but also the stitches, the way they are interlocked with each other, So I have really loved designing the new CAL, the case of the mysteriously disappearing blanket at Greenway. And of course, Greenway was the house of Agatha Christie in Devon. And now, I know the CAL is called, for short, Greenway. This is the dress that I was wearing for the information video, so you'll see that on a Friday as well. It's got quite a green color, but don't worry, okay? The colors that I have chosen don't necessarily have anything to do with green. I just thought I would throw it in there. Don't worry, okay? Green is not the theme. Or is it? Hey, I can tease. Yes, so Penny, you are describing the lookbook. So what we realized when we first moved here and Hedy came to visit, we all went to Agatha Christie's summer house, Greenway. So we drove there, but then a couple of months after that, somebody said, but there is a steam train there, and there is a ferry, and so they describe this whole day out. And so, of course, Dirk and I, we went straight away. We've done this day out a couple of times now. We did it on our own. We've done it with the kids. We've done it with Anya and her children when they came along. We've done it, so we are going on a day out by normal train. So we'll leave here by normal train. We'll go to Paynton. We'll take the steam train in Paynton. And of course, the steam train, it evokes all those Agatha Christie looks, all those typical, the carriages and people sitting there. And, so we'll be doing all that. And of course, I'm going to be taking the blanket with me. And then we will be taking the steam train from Paynton to Kingswear. And then in Kingswear, you take the ferry to go to Dartmouth. Oh my goodness, so that's another 5 minutes on the ferry from one side of the estuary to the other. And then we will do some walking about in Dartmouth. And of course, we are going to be filming this for, Fern, is it? Really? Oh my goodness, do you live in Paynton? You say it's your hometown, but do you still live there? And then, now I know the steam train used to stop at Agatha Christie's house, but I don't think it does that anymore. And Penny has said she went by ferry to Greenway. So we are going to do the same thing. But of course, it's too much for one day. So we've had to book a hotel room in Dartmouth. So we'll stay the night. Then the next morning, very early, we will take the ferry to Greenway, to Agatha Christie's house. We'll do some filming there, and hopefully I can throw the blanket on the grass, film it, and then hopefully nobody notices. And then we'll take the ferry back, and then we'll take the train back, and we'll take the ferry back, we'll take the steam train back, we'll take the train back, all that. It's going to be so exciting, and we are going to be filming all of that for the lookbook. So needless to say, we haven't been yet. We're going to do that very soon. But it's all planned. It's all planned. But yes, we've done this day before. It's a lovely day out. It's very busy, and I hope it will make for a lovely, lovely. Yes, Karen, I will try and do that for you. I will do a post in the Facebook group to show you, but also I will try and make sure that from the lookbook you will get some sort of an idea of how it all went. Okay. Yes, my parents still live there, so you visit all the time. Yeah, Fern. So yes, I mean, it's going to be a lovely, hopefully the weather will be nice, and it will be a lovely, day out, and lookbook, of course, for our blanket. So we are keeping it a secret because obviously we have not been able to go on our trip for the lookbook. So once we have done that, I will be, publishing the lookbook just before the CAL will start. So the CAL will start on the 22nd of September. Okay, so 22nd of September, so just as autumn starts, we will start with the CAL, and I will be publishing the lookbook, so that will give away the colors, of course, on the 20th of September. But until then, we are not going to give away the colors. We are not going to send anyone any lists. So don't start, asking me for the colors. We will not be, letting anybody know what the colors are. And please, when you order the pack and you have it in your house, do not post the colors on the Facebook group. You are allowed to say, yes, it arrived. You are allowed to put a picture of the pack still in the plastic. Or just, maybe the card saying, I've got it. Look, this is the card that we are going to be publishing or be sending with it. So this you can, you know, to prove that you've got the pack, but please do not put any colors in the Facebook group. Let's keep it fun for everyone. Okay. And what was I going to say then? So we are not going to give away any colors. So you will know the colors on that 20th of September. That's when we will start. Now we will start selling the yarn pack on next week, Friday. Okay. And yes, so we might need to put on post approval to make sure that nobody spoils the surprise for anybody else. Okay. So next week, Friday, the video will come out, and I will obviously be telling you all this again. And we are going to organize a stunt. Now, I do realize, obviously, that this will be for people in the UK. Okay. There is a, you know, we've got to keep these things realistic. I live in the UK, so I came up with this idea. And one day I am sure that we can do this worldwide, imagine, but we're not at that stage just yet. Okay. So certainly for people who are in the UK, if you are planning on taking part in this crochet-along, if you want to buy the pack, then you need to be listening really carefully now. Okay. Now, you can order them, Myra, from next week, Friday, as the video comes out. But the first person, well, the thing is, you see, Dirk and I fancied a day out next week, Saturday, but we don't know where to go. And we were hoping to meet some of you, or at least one of you. So we came up with this idea that the first person who buys the yarn pack in the UK at 6:30 p.m. on Friday. So that means sort of half an hour after the video has become live. Okay, 6:30. If you press the purchase now button, then we might be coming to hand deliver your parcel to you wherever you are in the UK, mainland UK. Okay. So, you know, if you want us to be, you know, visit you on the Saturday, if you are around on the Saturday and around on the Friday evening to get in touch with you, then, you know, consider buying the pack at 6:30 next Friday. Well, Jan, yeah, obviously it's a little bit too far for now. But, you know, who knows? In the future, I might be saying, yeah, we're coming to the US. We're doing this, you know, we're doing this stunt there. So that might be a thing. Who knows? But now, for the first time that we are doing this, we would love to come and hand deliver your pack to you in the UK if you are the first person to purchase the pack at 6:30 on Friday, the 18th of August. Have I said everything? So, who knows where we might be going next Saturday? Oh my goodness. I'm already sort of thinking what pack, you know, what project am I going to pack? How many snacks am I going to need? I mean, it could be potentially, you know, it could be potentially a long journey. But yes, Julie, exactly. Yeah, we need to grow a little bit more before we can actually, you know, start traveling in that way where we don't, you know, we're sort of book it one day, go the next, you know. But yeah, it would be great if we could do that to the US or somewhere in the world. And who knows, maybe one day, you know. So if we keep growing like this, like we have been, who knows where this channel might take me, take Dirk, take all of you, right? So yes, so I will film, yes, I will film the personal delivery. I will film, you know, our trip there. You know, hey, we might get stuck somewhere. We might need to stay the night. We might get the cat, you know, Karen will have to be on alert to come and look after the cat if we can't get back in one day. Who knows what could happen, you know, if there's traffic jams, snowstorms. Oh my goodness, I better start putting some food parcels together as well. Oh yes, and I need tea and cake when we arrive. I'm sorry, but you know, we have to have something. I'm not just going to come and stand and knock on your door and hand over the parcel. I'm coming in, I'm having tea, cake, and crochet time with you. So be prepared, okay? Be prepared. You are not going to get rid of us in a hurry. Oh my goodness. So yes, I do hope it will be a lovely thing to do, and I am looking forward to meeting you. You know, just to be able to hand over the parcel, have a little chat about it. If you want to, you can, you know, look at the colors and let me know what you think of them. But also, I could bring the blanket and show you. So, you know, but not only if you want to. Only if you want to. Oh, thank you, Noya. Thank you. Oh, Liz. Is it Liz? Thank you. Oh, Jan is already saying, oh, I'll make you turtle brownies, chocolate and caramel. I know, Jan, I know. Do you know what? I wish it could be right. It could be done like that. You know, where we just, you know, start selling the pack, that person, you know, at that time, pick their address. Oh my goodness. And fly there. Wouldn't it be amazing, you know, sort of have a flight sort of the next day or something and take that pack in person? Oh my goodness, it would be a dream come true to just, you know, pack a bag and go, not knowing where the destination would be until that moment that that person bought the pack. But yes, I mean, it's a dream. It's something, do you know what? It's something to aspire to. You know, let's see if we can make this happen. If it could become a reality. Of course, now we're hoping to be back on Saturday evening. So if we leave on the Saturday morning, drive, spend a couple of hours and then drive back, we're hoping that, you know, we would be back by the evening at the latest, so we wouldn't have to stay the night. Of course, if something happens or if it's quite a far way, then we might need to stay the night somewhere. But yeah, hopefully not, because then Layla would be on her own. So then, you know, Karen would have to come over to check up on Layla and things like that. But that, you know, doing it for the US, that means, or anywhere else, that means, you know, we'd be away from the home for much longer, and it would have to be planned. Of course, I have to work this week. You know, it's not just something that you can do just like that. But yes, I mean, it could be a possibility. It could certainly be a possibility, and it's not something that we're saying no to, but practically, you know, but in practical terms, yeah, I need a drink. But in practical terms, you know, keeping it realistic for the moment is it's exciting enough for me already. Okay, for now. Yes, of course. I love to craft. It's always the same kind of concept. So 15 balls of DK. This time we are trying very hard to have both Stylecraft and Wendy. So we have both at the moment. We have them both in stock, but yeah, there are still some supply issues with Stylecraft, but we seem to be okay for now. So we have both. We have 2 packs, one in Wendy and one in Stylecraft. And when you go to the website, you will see this as the product picture, and then it will have Wendy there, or it will have Stylecraft there. So make sure you click on the correct one of the brand that you want to use. Okay, so this will be the picture with their logos there. So then we will send you the correct yarn. Excuse me. Yes, it's always 15 balls. It's DK. Use the hook that you usually use for DK. And of course, something else has happened as well. Okay. I have designed a new enclosed border. Now let that sink in. I'm going to have a cup of tea now. Yeah, a new enclosed border where you don't do a slip stitch round. Oh my goodness. No slip stitch round. I know that some of you, I mean, the rest of the enclosed border is crochet, but that slip stitch round, oh my goodness, that made it so, how should I say it? A lot of you struggled with it. And, you could go wavy, you could go too big, you could go too, you know what I mean? But now there is no slip stitch round. You don't need to do it because we are doing it in a different way. Well, not a different, we are doing it in a different way. So I hope that you will enjoy doing that, and I hope you will love the look of the border. It's nice. I mean, I'm not going to, but yeah, it's nice. I like it. So there is no weaving in of any ends, Tracy, none whatsoever. So you are changing color every row, but you are not weaving in any ends. Not a single one. Okay, so we are doing the Lizzie system where we have 5 rows that we repeat. We do 30 rows a week. We do 150 rows throughout the blanket. And then we have 2 videos for the enclosed border. And it's a lovely project. It's a standard project. It's going to give you so many moments, where you can just sit and crochet and enjoy it. So I hope you will love the concept. I have written a story because Dirk said, avid readers are good story writers or good writers. I have written a story to go with the lookbook, which I will be reading as well. So there will be a story for you to listen to, a lookbook to watch. I'm hoping that you will really love the colors, but yes, keep them secret. So, nobody, it's a surprise for everyone. But yes, yeah. Let's check if I've forgotten anything. Yeah, so I am really looking forward to the next few videos, going to the to Dartmouth, to Agatha Christie's house. And yeah, I've loved making the blanket. It was quite yeah, it was soothing. It was quite lovely to just sit there and crochet. Some of the rows are a little bit more intricate, but then that's how it goes. And other rows are a little bit boring, but that's what you need to just get going again for the intricate ones. And I just, yeah, the story of the mysteriously missing blanket. Yes, darling, yes. I know, Debbie. I know. I know. It's been a thing. Yes, exactly, Julie. They are getting so much for the price of a yarn pack. You are getting 6 weeks of entertainment, of crochet-tainment. And, if you can do this, Cal, whenever you want, you can do it on the date. You can do it afterwards. You can come back to it. It's going to be online, on YouTube, in the videos, in the playlist all the time. It's going to have blog posts with written patterns and the color lists on our blog. So there will be underneath the videos, there will be descriptions. In the description box, there will be a link that you click and it will take you to the blog post. Okay, so watch the video, go to the blog post, get the color list, get the written pattern, screenshot it, do whatever you need to do to get it. We've done that, Sandy. We've done that. We've got quite a few video. We've got quite a few. The vintage blanket is one of them. We've got quite a few tutorials on that. So make sure you get your list. Make sure you get everything there. Get your yarn ready, with the end out so you can crochet. Make sure, let me tell you, make sure that you have the correct color. If you, depending on which brand, you might be more or less familiar with the color names, and some of those names are not the same color as the other brand. So make sure you have either a big label on your yarn to show you which color name it is, or check every time. Okay, so just make sure that you check, because sometimes they overlap or they're not the same and it's very confusing. So make sure you're using the correct color. Oh, thank you. I know, Teresa. I know. Yes. I mean, I'm sorry, but the yarn packs, we've had to put up their price by a smidgen, because obviously we are buying the yarn at a more expensive price because it has gone up. So that's the way it goes. We do try to be offering the yarn packs at a competitive price. So I hope you will enjoy our pricing, basically. But in a way, it is worth it, because you will be getting a blog post, color table, written pattern. You will be getting a video every week with the new stitches. You will have a lookbook that you can watch more than once if you want to while you are crocheting. It will give you some lovely views, some lovely looks, some ways where how the blanket would look on grass, or however I'm going to be depicting it. Me telling you all about how we got there by the trains, the steam trains, the Agatha Christie era. I'm going to try and have a nice dress on and just look a little bit, reading a book on the train, having my blanket over me, things like that, So I hope that you will enjoy all those little extras. And then, of course, there is the hand delivery as well, so that one person will get a lovely visit from me, hopefully. I won't be arriving in a state because we've been stuck in traffic or things like that, but who knows, it might be lovely to spend some time with you, to have some crochet time. We'll just let Dirk have a snooze in the sofa, and we can just have a little chit chat and have some tea and crochet time. How lovely would that be? And then, you know, we will be vlogging that as well. So we won't give away your address, but we will, you know, say your first name and the town, of course, that we are going to be driving to. But yeah, you know, hopefully you won't mind being on on YouTube or on the socials. So do, you know, keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I am so excited for the next few weeks. For next Friday, it's going to be nail biting. Goodness knows what time we have to leave on Saturday to get there at a decent hour. I hope we're not going to be, you know, not going to be driving for 10 hours. But yeah. You know, it's a way, it's a stunt. It's something that I wanted to do. It's been something that I've wanted to try and do for a while. And I thought, you know, it would just work for this one. So I hope that, you know, that it would be lovely to you as well have a little bit of competition on Friday evening. Of course, we will be posting in the Facebook group and making sure that everybody, you know, knows where we're going, or, you know, knows what's happening. But yeah, you know, it's lovely to be able to do things like this. I've really enjoyed designing the CAL. Dirk and I are going to go on a 2-day trip away, and yeah, we're filming and we're doing things for the channel, but still it gets us out of the house and we do a slightly different thing than what we would normally. And also that night, or that day or morning, Karen is going to come over and look after Layla. She's got a task and a half these days. Oh, goodness me. Yes, so the new pack will be out on Friday, 18th of August, so that's next Friday. 6:30 p.m. is the time that if you are in the UK and you would like a chance of me ringing your doorbell for some crochet time together and the hand delivery of your pack, buy it then. Of course, you can buy, it's going to be a permanent pack. Okay, so it's going to be available all the time, of course, when we have supplies. But of course, Wendy, so we have it in Wendy, we have it in Starcraft. It will always be available in Wendy, I'm sure. But yes, so it will be available, you know, all the time. But, you know, especially this Friday, if you are in the UK, you know, wait for 6:30, then press the pay now button or whatever button you need to press after you've given in all your information. You know, make sure you've given in all the information, all the payment details, and then when you sort of do that final, do it at 6:30. Hopefully you won't break the website. But we'll see. Is it really, Janie? Do you know, did I know or did I not know? I don't think I knew. Oh my goodness, that is fabulous. So her birthday was on September 15th. So we're starting the CAL on the 22nd, you know? How much closer can it be? How much closer can it be? Ah, a new set of Hiya, Jan. Yes, Ingrid, thank you. Yeah, we wanted to do something special, and you know, I'm all about trying to meet my subscribers, seeing them in real life, you know, seeing how they crochet, how they, you know, how many other things they've made. It would be lovely to meet someone else. So yeah. I love to craft. So she says, if you keep creating CALs and yarn packs, my husband's bank account will suffer. Well, obviously it will. But then she says, will you write a story about mysteriously disappearing funds? Yes, well, I could come up with a story. Maybe we'll have to call in Hercule Poirot to see where those mysterious disappearing funds went. I know, Ivy, I know. We're just, limiting it to mainland UK for now, because we are just not in the position to just jump on a plane tomorrow and, go somewhere like that. Maybe that's what we can do next year and have some time away, because obviously if you go on a plane, you're away for multiple days, and really we don't have the time right now. So we are doing this on Saturday, hopefully. Hopefully I'll be back before the live on Sunday. So, let's hope. Yeah, Yorka. I'll have to do something in Belgium as well. I know. That's the thing. That's the problem with being worldwide. Well, it's a good problem to have, and it's not really a problem, but it's one of those things, isn't it? I wish there was like, and you're somewhere else, but it's the travel time, it's the traveling involved. And yeah, it's lovely that we have this. I can be communicating with everyone here. You're all from different places all over the world, and it is so lovely to be able to do that. But of course, I want to meet you. I want to meet you in real life, but there we go. That's the reality of it, and we will see how things go. But let's just get past next Saturday, shall we? Not in a negative way, okay? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to just punching in that postcode, because that's what we do here in the UK for sat nav. You punch in the postcode, and then let's see where we end up. Let's see where it takes us, and how long it will be. I will keep everyone posted. I will keep you posted. Yeah, I will be doing a video about it. Yeah, a Hercule Poirot blanket. Yes, Karen. That would have to be very meticulously made, and every stitch will have to be measured out, and it would have to be identical. No, thank you. Tracy, the pack will go on sale at 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. BST. So I don't know what time it is for you, because obviously you are in a time zone in the United States. There's multiple, but it's live. The pack is live when the video becomes live, and my videos always become live at the same time. So you should know when. Well, hopefully you know when my videos are published, and so it will be around that time. So just maybe 5 minutes after the video is published, it will be there. Thank you, Laurie. Yes, yeah. You've misplaced them, Jan. How do you do that? I mean, I'm always using mine, so I can't misplace them. Honestly, Jan, bad form. Bad form. But it's good for us because you're buying new ones. Oh, Shara, yes, I know, but oh, my goodness, with designing 2 CALs a year, all the other projects in between, somehow Christmas always is put on the back burner. So there we go. Yeah, so everybody's saying your 4th set. Did you misplace all the 3 before that? How? Yes, Alison, if we don't get back in time, I could do the live from there. Oh my goodness. I hope I'll be back, because I've got to, work the next next week. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable, Jan. I don't know how. And well, this sounds very intriguing indeed, Mandy. Yes, pull apart that couch. Look under the couch. Look in your bra. Oh, Jan, but you can't. Look, if you have so many whips, what bra? Look, do not leave them in bags with your whips. Put a piece of paper in there telling you which hook you are using and just reuse the hooks. I only have 2 hooks. I only have, well, that's an underestimate, but I only have the 1 hook and I use it for all my projects, and it goes in here. The infamous Cath Kidston pencil bag that I have been using for my hooks. Do not put them in bags with your projects, okay? Because that means you have to buy loads, and there's no need. Think of the purse. Think of those mysteriously disappearing funds. This is against my own shop, but you know, common sense. Anyway, maybe, Jan, the underlying message here really is get some of those whips finished, darling. Get some whips finished so you have your hook back. That's your solution. Don't start anything else, but finish those projects, and then by the time the CAL starts, you'll have loads of hooks again. Honestly. Yeah, keep a notebook, write down the name of the project and the hook. Anyway, darlings, excuse me, I've got to go. I hope I have given you lots of interesting information for the CAL. Yes, it's going to be a mystery CAL. There's nothing in this picture that will show you the colors. There is, however, an example of what we've done before. So it will be along those lines. Obviously, there's a lovely theme of Agatha Christie with a promising lookbook. So I'm hoping that we will be able to go and film that for you. And I hope that you will love this week's projects. So this one here this week, and then of course this on Wednesday, and then of course on Friday, the all exciting video where you will be, maybe I will be meeting you if you live in the UK and you have bought the yarn pack at 6:30 sharp on Friday. So I am really looking forward to meeting you, to doing that trip out, to, you know, leaving here, not knowing where I'm going to go, on an adventure to meet one of my customers, my subscribers, my crochet family. I hope you will have a lovely week. I will tell you all about it on Sunday, next Sunday during the live, and of course I will be vlogging and you know, sort of keeping everybody updated in the Facebook group as well. So I hope you will have a wonderful week. If you want to buy the pack, it's available from Friday the 18th of August, 6 p.m. UK time. Okay, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye, everyone. Bye. Dankjewel, Teresa. Bye. I'm hook hunting this week. Yes, you better, Jan. Yes, you better.